Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to day 18 in our 24 days of tags for 2022. And here we've got something really Christmassy on a craft card. So as always, my tags are 6.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. I've splattered the background with white acrylic paint. And then I have used some script, and I'll talk about that in a second, and then put some beads and flowers on it. I've decorated it and joined it together with some twine. So, really simple, but really fun and very festive. So we will get started by taking our white acrylic paint with my fan brush. I'm just going to water that down a little so that it really flows nicely on the card. I'm just going to take another brush and just bounce this fan brush, holding both brushes really loosely all over the card. Fabulous. I'm going to clean this up, and while this dries, I'm going to talk to you about my script in the background here. Now, books are really precious to me, so the thought of tearing pages out was horrifying. But I went to the second-hand bookshop and I bought a big English dictionary. Look, there it is. I think I bought it for £2. So I felt that it was a good use. You know, it's obviously been well loved by someone, and it's going to certainly be well loved by me. So here you've got lots of pages, lots of different script. And then if you're wanting something in particular, which is what I was for this tag, I thought of what word I wanted to be prevalent next year for me. And the word for me is balance. So I found that page in my dictionary and I just tore a little strip off. So I'm just actually going to, just very roughly, because you want that to sort of, there you go, balance, takes all factors into consideration to strike a balance, etc. Then we're just going to glue this a couple of centimetres up on the card. Across the width of the card there. And then I'm just going to cut it off. That creates me the basis for my strip here. Yes, because balance means that to me. You know, there are some years when I think I've got it together and other years when the balance just goes off. So this year, I want it in balance. Then I've gone through my stash and picked some little leaves, tiny little paper flowers, some of these beads that I used for decorating one of my wreaths. Actually, if you don't have this type of thing, Christmas crackers, they're a great place to find bits and pieces like this. And then I am just going to glue them down with my Cosmic Shimmer glue, which, as you know, I love because it dries clear and it gives you a few seconds to move things around. And it dries clear, so we don't need to worry about what's going to happen with that one. And then I'm just going to pop some of these tiny little flowers in and around my little design. I'm just going to cut the stems off of these. Again, Christmas crackers are a great place to find these little bits and pieces if you don't have a stash of them. There you go. I'm just going to pop these in and around my leaves here. Bear in mind that I'm going to put my 2 big berries somewhere like that. Now, to glue my berries down, Cosmic Shimmer will not really hold them because they are really quite round. If you had something a bit flatter, if you don't have berries, you can use buttons. That would work really well. But to adhere them, I'm going to use this 3D gloss gel. I love it. It dries clear, and it's this sort of thick paste. I'm just going to put a blob of it on here. And as I say, it dries clear, so it doesn't matter that you've got this excess here. So everything else can be stuck down with your Cosmic Shimmer. It's just those because they are so 3D. I'm just going to carry on putting my little flowers in and around my design. Now it doesn't have to have fully dried. I'm going to take my cord or my twine. This is just a ball of cotton twine. And I'm going to start, just let the end string flow freely. And I'm just going to wrap it round 2 or 3 times, very roughly, over there. And then I'm going to thread this underneath so it catches all the layers together. And then tie it in a little bow. And there you have your tiny little bow and your lovely little tag. Now, I am going to go around the edge. You probably want to do this beforehand. Go around the edge with Vintage Photo. That sort of just frames it, gives it a bit more of that aged look. There we go. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is, you see I put some ice diamond, some little snow on the string, around the berries and the flowers. So to do that, I am going to use my Cosmic Shimmer glue, and I am just going to put a line here around the berries. These haven't quite dried yet. And just a bit on the top of the leaves. There. Then I'm going to use my ice diamond. I love this. If you haven't seen me use it before, look at it. Isn't that beautiful and sparkly? Tiny little pieces of fake snow. It's by Pinflair Crafts. I absolutely love it. And we're just going to be really generous here so that it sort of lumps on top of the berries, on top of the flowers and the leaves there. Now I want a bit more there around my string, so I'm just going to put a second layer. There we go. And there we have it. That's day 18. I just put a piece of coloured twine on the top of it, but there we have day 18. Finding some balance. So I'd love to see what you make. Please join me tomorrow as we finish the rest of our tags for 2022. Bye for now.